Hello everybody, welcome to another wonderful Kusogrand3. We've got 4 people going up against each other in Fighting Masters. Oh baby, it's a GDQ classic. And for some reason, at every GDQ, there's a Genesis there that has a secret copy of Fighting Masters built into it. Just so you know, if you ever see Fighting Masters pop up, that is what's going on. Oh boy. Well, hello, yes, welcome, come for the show. It's going to be an absolute blast. With that said, Kowal! Good to see you here. Good to see everybody popping in. It looks like we have quite a few people coming for the joy that is Kusogrand3. We're almost done with the group stages. This is just amazing. And then we're gonna move on to the final bracket. You'll blink and it'll be gone. It'll be done. That's so sad. Fighting Masters is a varied game, just like a lot of what we've had. Okay, let's see if that works. So I'm just working on getting everything captured, making sure that it's working, that, oh my gosh, okay. Making sure that I have everybody's names right, because odds are I don't. Oh, I love this game. It's very jank. Yeah, do not spoil anything. We don't want people to be spoiled. Hello, Cadus! What's up? I'll tell you what's up. My happiness, because this is gonna be good. I'm being Comcasted. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's let it go for a little bit. And if needed, I will start over and we will move to a different server, because the one that I'm going to is Denver, which is kind of being a butt. So let me know in about 5 minutes if it still looks terrible. Well, I'm still super excited for this match, okay? Luckily, let's see, Dragon Dark is actually currently doing a stream of, was it 4-Job Fiesta? No, I think it was Free Enterprise Randomizer for Final Fantasy IV, so he won't be around to commentate quite yet, at least. But we do have a volunteer who's going to be showing up who knows quite a bit about the game. And I'm excited for that. He's doing tourney qualifiers. Gotcha. You know, I should have done some free... Whatever, I don't have time. But I still should have. You know, I should have done Free Enterprise. That would be fun. Okay, I think I have everybody's stream up, except, let me see. Okay, there we go. Figured that out. Good. Thank you, Justin. Ooh, Justin got me a sandwich and morning coffee. Thank you so much. Yeah, morning coffee. Well, I'm hoping that you are all excited for this beautiful match that is going to be Fighting Masters. this game is kind of butts. Just a bit. Just like small pile of butts, okay? Butts are cool. And luckily, Fighting Masters is just as cool as your typical butt. So, yeah, hold on to butts. Love your butt. Everybody should love your own butt, okay? If you don't love your butt, I'm so sad for you. Uh-oh. If you don't know, Fighting Masters is a fighting game. It's pretty aptly named. So at least the people making the game knew that much. Call it Fighting Masters, you know, people will get the gist of what this game is about. Okay, I think I'm just waiting for Falco Eagle to go live. Mr. Falco Eagle. Wait. Are you putting a peach there? Oh my gosh. Peggy the Peach. What a person. Oh my gosh. Peggy the Peach was an experience the other day. Yesterday. When I say the other day, I mean like it was one day ago. Okay, so... I'm still waiting for Falco Eagle to go live. I'm gonna push this live though so that you can see what it looks like. Am I still getting types of lag here? Because if so, I will change servers. What do you think? It's your call, okay? The lag's gone away for Fel. No stutter since then, looks smooth. Okay. Fingers crossed that we stay that way. Okay, well, I'm just waiting for Falco Eagle. Falco Eagle, where are you? Oh, by the way, yeah, I think that is Gex. Yeah, it's this game, Koal. Oh, there we go. Mr. Uyama, if you ever want to hop into the call, feel free, I am ready. Oh, and there you are. I see you, Mike. Maybe you're here. Okay. Actually, maybe my mic is muted in Discord. I would totally not be surprised. As soon as I finish doing that, let me go take a look. I can see that you're trying to talk, Mike. Hello? Sorry, Mike has lost the ability to speak. It's absolutely unfortunate. So sad. Everybody shed a tear for Mike Uyama. Oh, many tears.
Okay, hello?
Oh,
can
there
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
okay, that's all right. I don't know what it is, but every time I'm in a Discord call, I have to mess with my input and output settings. It's different every time, and I have no clue why.
That's strange. Thank you, Discord.
But anyway, I'm here.
Sweet. Oh man, Fighting Masters. What are your thoughts? Are you excited for this match?
Oh man, Cool Maddie is in the match. He knows that fight is in the chat. He knows that Fighting Masters is about.
Cool Maddie. Cool Maddie. Good to see ya. And yeah, Fighting Masters is going to be absolutely beautiful, okay? We have 4 people going up against the 1-player mode in this game.
Yeah, so, is Dragon Dark going to be here? Because I'm curious if it's just going to be whoever wins first and what difficulty it's on.
It depends when Dragon Dark finishes his playthrough of Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. So, it's a randomizer. We don't know if it'll be sooner or later. Yeah.
And there's also the question of if someone wins once, do we want to force them to play another character?
We're going to force them to up the difficulty.
Ah, fair enough. So I'm guessing we're starting a normal.
Yep.
And then going from there.
Yep, exactly. Mathman, thank you for those bits. So yeah, we're starting with normal difficulty. 5 continues. And yeah, there are a lot of people who know this from GDQ bonus streams.
Yeah, the way this started is that I don't even... Oh, I think it's Murphigator who actually found this game.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, and then a bunch of other people, including me, started playing around with it. And there's actually a good reason why we've stopped playing the game since. We found out too much about the game. The meta has devolved since. I'll go over that once the match starts because I don't want anyone in the match listening to that, because if someone overheard why the meta devolved, they would have a huge advantage over everyone else.
Gotcha. Well, we're actually just about ready to start, so if you're one of the runners, go ahead and pause/mute my stream. Don't listen to me. I just need to get NPC's attention. I think he's too focused on the beauty that is this game.
Yeah, so interesting facts about this game. You can actually select the same character. It is a glitch. It is not intended. What you do is that when you're playing versus mode, on the character select screen, you hit either up or down and then the select button on the same frame. And then if you do that, the game will think you have selected the character above or below you, but you'll actually have selected the character you want to clone for the match. And since you've tricked the game, the second player can now play the same character as you.
Oh yeah.
And because this is a bug, there's no color switches, so you can get really confused which player is which, even if you're playing the game.
Yeah, I remember doing that a little bit. Man, Mike,
another
I was
great
so
feature
bad.
of the game that you won't see unless the players choose to do so, but they probably won't because it's erased, is that you can lag out the character select screen by mashing up and down a lot. Because for whatever reason, if you flip through the character select screen too quickly, I guess because there's a bit of a flashing effect with your selection, that it just starts to lag the game music. And there's also some interesting differences between the American version and the Japanese version.
Wish them the best of luck, by the way, because they are starting the match now.
Ooh, I'm really curious which characters they're going to pick.
I think NPC
I
just
hope
went
no
with
one
the
gave any
default.
hints on who to pick, so I hope we get a combination of garbage tier and god tier characters chosen.
They are definitely allowed to choose different characters whenever they would like. So we've got Dirk on the bottom right.
Looks like NPC has already started, so you should start a timer. Okay, so NPC chose Dirk, who is probably one of the worst, if not the worst character in the game. And immediately the computer gets a glitch throw on him, which is when if you throw someone at a wall with like a slam throw or a suplex, you can get multiple hits against the wall. and the computer got an NPC twice. I think everyone's just getting used to the controls, all 2 buttons, plus the A button, which is the best button. And out of the players, Falco, Eagle, and NPC have chosen Dirk, who you'd think would be good because he's like the, typical human, Ryu type character or whatever, but he's actually one of the worst characters in the game. Cards of the Heart chose Phoenix, who's okay, and Trank chose Xenon, who has a really weird advantage, and that is he has more health than everyone else in the game. The health is actually in, you start off with something like 7,000 plus health, but you do take damage, even if it doesn't look like it, from the bars. It's just that the bars are only like 300 or 400 or so health.
Yeah, it's difficult to display 7,000 in bars.
And so far, Cards of the Heart is in first because he won his first match. And Xenon is weird. He's kind of bad unless if you just dive kick a lot. You can kind of trap them in dive kick combos. And NPC just restarted. He's still sticking with Dirk, which I wouldn't recommend, but hey, that's his struggle.
I love it. Yeah, so it looks like your first opponent is actually chosen based off of who you selected first. Oh, Trank is through his battle.
I think so. Falco Eagle unfortunately lost. Trank is definitely in second now. Now, the thing about this game is that in the single player mode, if you win a match, you gain more health. So ideally, you just don't want to get hurt too much as you're going through the matches so you can go through the game. Now, that being said, it kind of doesn't matter how much health you have for the last boss because he is ridiculously cheap unless you know how to exploit his AI.
Cards is moving on to stage 3. It looks like he's doing a pretty good job with Phoenix. Where would you rate Phoenix?
I'd rate him somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
He's not that great, but he's not that bad either. The 3 best characters in the game are Zygrunt, Goldrock, and Morin. All 3 of them have infinites, and all 3 of them have high priority moves that'll let you get them stunned into the infinites. And if you're wondering, how are there infinites in this game? It doesn't even look like there are combos. Well, the thing is, there are certain animations where if you throw or knock down an opponent, they will have this stunned get-up animation. And while they're invincible during that animation, they can't do anything. So you can throw out a meaty kick that'll stun them, or a meaty attack that'll stun them, and then you can repeat the throw loop. And all 3 of those characters have easy ways to set that up. Uppercut, I would say, is in 4th because he has a very easy throw loop, but he doesn't have a good way of defending himself from air attacks. So if someone just starts hitting him from the air, then there's not a whole lot he can do.
I think NPC is choosing a different character now. He
that
did not
is
go
a good
and
idea.
check the options, though. He'll be on normal difficulty, but he'll have fewer continues.
And Trank is on stage 3. Cards of the Heart, I think, had a pretty slow stage 2, so I think he's also going to stage 3. So I think Trank is in first now. And the way... no, this background change is not on a fixed loop. They're going to have to show which stage they're on by not skipping through the screen so fast, Cadus. The only easy way to tell is when they're on the last stage. They're going to the moon! And the last boss is very obvious because his sprite is about 3 times bigger than everyone else's. So NPC picked Mastodon, who's also pretty garbage, but less garbage than Dirk, because at least Mastodon has the long-range trunk, if not much else.
Yeah, Goldrock is extremely difficult, though, to fight.
Yeah. And he also has the Nixon pose, which is he either does after the really bad throw that you never want to use, or it's actually a really good jump attack, too. And fun fact about Goldrock, he cannot duck, but if you hold down, his hurt box will become shorter but wider.
Even though he's not ducking?
Shoutouts to OmniGamer for making the hitbox viewer for this game.
Wait. His hitbox...
No, this game is not worse than Beast Wrestlers. Unlike Beast Wrestlers, this game is actually playable, even though it's not good.
Oh, NPC moving on to the second stage. Yeah, I'd say Mastodon is probably an okay choice, but oh my gosh, Trank is getting gold rocked.
Yeah, Cards of the Heart is now definitely in first. He's going to stage 4, and Trank, got gold rocked, and he's stuck in stage 3 for now. I don't know where Falco Eagle is. He might also be on stage 3, and so he's caught up. And so it's worth noting that every time you see those flashes after a grab, that's throw damage, and throw damage is by far the best damage in this game.
Oh yeah.
It takes off multiple bars of life or multiple hundreds or whatever because the way this game calculates life and damage is really messed up.
I think they'll find out pretty quickly that throwing is OP here.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's difficult to actually know if you're going to get a grab.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you want to get what you want to stun them. And that's why Xenon's not that great, because it's actually very hard for him to set up throws because his fire breath knocks them back so far that he can't set up a throw on the enemies. It's also very laggy if it whiffs. His best thing is just to jump kick a lot. So he's not really a great character for that purpose, but if he learns dive kick infinite, because the thing is, you only have one attack button in this game, but you can use multiple directions with your attacks to do more attacks. So if he hits up and then jump and attack, he'll kind of do a dive kick, and then you can kind of repeat this to get repeated hits on the enemies.
Trank taking another death. Yeah, I expect us to see people experimenting with different characters all throughout this. It's going to be great to see Falco Eagle just stand with Dirk. Ooh, the suplex! Does no damage. Because he's not hitting a wall during the suplex.
Now, interesting fact about this match is that there is a possibility that NPC can be either knocked out or forced into a tiebreaker if he's in fourth, and I think he's actually in fourth as of right now. Now, there's a lot of chance for that to change, but it is interesting to note that since he's been so dominant throughout the rest of this tournament.
Falco Eagle got a victory against Goldrock with Dirk. That is kind of impressive, actually.
That is impressive. That is the low tier overcoming the top tier. But the problem is now he has or he gets a ton of health back, sure.
Nice.
And now he's on stage 4, so he is now second
NPC
in this match. And NPC is also not far behind because he's also on stage 4 using another low tier Mastodon, or if you want to be, true to the game's Japanese lore, Elephanta.
Oh boy, I do like
for whatever
Rotundo.
reason they changed some of the names for the for the US release.
Rotundo.
For example, Rotundo right there in NPC's screen is called Medusa. And I don't know why it's called Medusa because it looks nothing like Medusa.
Yeah, not very Medusa-esque here. How is Rotundo, by the way?
Rotundo's pretty good. His fist has really good priority. His biggest problem is that he doesn't have infinites.
Oh, yeah.
And that really hurts anyone's tier placement. Like, if you don't have an infinite, you're no better than like high or mid tier. Because the infinites are so strong. Now, maybe there's hidden tech with the A button, because there's 2 buttons in this game. B is attack and C jumps, but there's an A button, and sometimes we're able to randomly break out of throws, and maybe that's the secret, like, break throws button that we don't know about.
Oh, adult jellyfish are called
Medusas.
Medusas. Just so you know, Mike, apparently adult jellyfish are Medusas, and he looks like a jellyfish.
Ah, that's true. It is a jellyfish person. Okay.
See, education at its finest, okay? We're learning from fighting masters.
I know.
Of all things.
Fighting masters respects biology, whether it's human, alien, or monster. I think Cards of the Heart is securing his first place lead because he is on stage 5 now against Grinder, or in the Japanese version, Beowulf.
Beowulf?
I don't know. Now, Grinder is very gimmicky in this game. He has really bad pokes overall, but he has that spin kick right there that can cross up, and he can kind of loop with it.
Oh, jeez, that spin kick is pretty nasty.
It can be, but the thing is, he kind of has to set it up, and if they get out of it, then there's not really much else that he has, so he's pretty bad.
So how many stages until the boss? Do you happen to know?
You have to fight all other monsters before you get to the boss. So I think, if I remember correctly, the boss is the 13th stage.
Kill Grinder! Come on, do him in.
Oh, and so there's something funny. There's no more than a quick article about it from a Japanese magazine.
Oh, NPC taking a death.
It's called Beep Mega Drive, and there is going to be a return to Fighting Masters. There's no more than just a couple of drawings of the characters from the original cast, so I don't think it got past the prototyping stage, but there was a plan for it, for a sequel to this game.
Oh my gosh. We need to buy the IP. I don't know how much that would cost, but we could make a sequel, Mike.
Kickstart the IP?
Kickstart the IP, yeah. Fighting Masters.
fighting masters.
Exactly. This music is so Genesis. It's so Genesis.
Yeah, it's not really electro fart, more than just like electro horn in your face.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, it's like somebody took a bandsaw and they're trying to cut through a bunch of steel wires here. That's how they're playing this instrument, okay? It's electric. I like it. NPC moving on.
NPC moving on. So he's not in first, but I think this puts him firmly in second.
I think so.
He's on stage 5.
So yeah, NPC is definitely one of the people to watch during this match. Well, I mean, there are 4 people to watch.
Yeah. And for those of you, and it looks like Falco Eagle just squeaked away with a victory, getting the suplex glitch on Phoenix. And let's see what stage Falco Eagle is going to. Falco Eagle is on stage 5, so that puts them in third.
Kusogrand. I don't know if we've really seen Kusogrand before. Ooh, Cards is on stage 6.
There might have been one Kusogrand. So Cards of the Heart is on stage 6, but there's a problem. He just used his second to last continue, so he only has 1 continue after this. And while NPC is behind, I don't think he's died more than once, if at all.
I saw NPC take 1 game over. The thing is, he didn't change his continues to 5 continues, so he only has 3. Well,
someone should maybe tell him.
I told him check their options if they reset. So if he's not paying attention, that's his fault.
I would agree. And there's not much he can do, but he is still in second. Getting along with Mastodon or Elephanta.
I love Dio here, okay?
D-I-O is still D-I-O in the original Japanese, because you just can't mess with the name that good.
It's so good!
It is so good. And then you can make Deep Purple references, like Smoke in the Water. Dun, dun, dun. I would actually like to see this game do Deep Purple Smoke in the Water, because it would be maximum like Genesis guitar electro fart.
Oh baby.
So Dio is pretty good in this game. He has some really annoying high priority pikes, and Mastodon has a lot of trouble dealing with those pikes.
I think he's my favorite. Like, just playing as a giant plant that can eat people, it's so good. Ooh, and also
by the
Dio
way,
has a good
according
stun.
to this Return to Fighting Masters article, Beowulf's or Grinder's full name is Bayo Buster Wolf.
Bayo Buster Wolf? Hey, Buster.
And Dirk's name is Larry Arm Crescent? Not Crescent, but Crescent? Crescent?
Thank you for all the JoJo memes in chat, by the way. I appreciate
I think
them.
they're actually doing Fatal Fury right now. That's because there's a character named Terry Bogard who has this wolf move called Buster Wolf. And he's like, hey, are you okay, Buster Wolf?
Oh, well, no. Before I saw Dio, they were making jokes. Okay. Oh, Author Blues, thank you for subbing. I hope that you enjoy this.
So NPC is actually in pretty good health, because not only you want to make good progress, you want to make sure you have a high amount of health, as Falco Eagle is finding out the hard way.
Yeah, Cards of the Heart stream, it appears to be down right at this moment, so he said he was having internet problems. It's not too much of a surprise.
Yeah. So if you are thrown, you especially do not want to get thrown against the wall, because wall damage is an extra 2 or 3 units of damage. And NPC is actually really struggling against Uppercut, because while Mastodon has the horn, Uppercut has the long-range arms, but he barely squeaks by, and I think this distinctly puts NPC in first because now he's on stage 7.
Wow. Good job. I mean, cards may be that far. We'll have to see when his stream goes live again. I'll go ahead and... It looks like Cadis is letting him know. Okay,
it's actually really hard to keep track of who's on what stage because of all the screens. And because it's not determined by stage background until the final boss, where you go to the moon.
To the moon. So I'm taking a look at this company. I'm not really familiar too much with them.
Traco was, they kind of fizzled out in the early to mid 90s. I don't think they made too many games after this one, if they even made any games after this one, but they didn't really make anything too notable. What I didn't know is that Sammy was the publisher for this in Japan. You know, Sammy of Sega Sammy nowadays.
Yeah, let's see. American Traco Corporation was the publisher. And they only published like 5 games from what I'm seeing. But this was also developed by ACOM Corporation. They made classics like Amagom, Fighting Masters, Vice Project Doom.
Hey, Vice Project Doom is a good game.
Ooh, the Moffat Conspiracy.
Oh.
You know, just all the good stuff. And then there was another company that worked with them, apparently, that made Shadowgate 64.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, it's worth noting for this game is that when you hit people with your normal attacks, there's a time when it'll just stun them the first time, and then if you hit them a second or third time, it'll actually do a unit of damage and then knock them back. But normally what you want to do after this stun is jump into them and then grab them. And NPC has learned that really fast. Now, what NPC probably doesn't realize is that Mastodon has a C button throw that chucks them across the screen, and Mastodon actually has a pseudo infinite with that throw because if Mastodon's positioned correctly, he can get you in a stun loops with the throw. It's not a true infinite because it's very positioning dependent.
Okay,
but it is there.
Gotcha. NPC going up against Morin. This is one of your top tiers, right?
Yep. She might actually be the best character in the game because not only does she have the stun infinites, as you can see, she's very fast.
Oh yeah, she's super fast.
And she has like a dive attack where she can pretty much from no matter what range she stuns from, she can get in and throw you after the stun. Now, what's interesting about the Japanese version is that on some versions of the Japanese version, but not all of them, is that the hit stun is very reduced, so it's actually very difficult to get a throw off of it.
Okay.
And like dive kicks will bounce back to kind of prevent infinites, but this means the game is more reliant on like actual neutral and footsies than shenanigans, and that means you have to play more Fighting Masters, so I would say that is not the preferable version.
Mikey McC has come into chat to defend the game as being absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so now is the time to probably go over the meta. For a while, we didn't really know the meta too well. We were just picking characters with high priority pokes, and we thought Dio and Rotundo were both top tier because they had really high priority pokes.
Yes.
And we also thought Zygrunt was good because he had a dive kick and he could set up like pseudo infinite with a dive kick by just repeatedly dive kicking you at a certain angle in the corner. Yeah. And you could take off anyone from like a third to half their life before they could escape.
Yes.
And if anyone remembers the 2014 bonus stream, that is who I won with, Zygrunt, the lobster man.
If anybody remembers my match from 2014.
yeah.
I love it.
But then something bad happened. I met up with Sent one day, and he relented, and we decided to play Fighting Masters, and we discovered things, and we devolved the meta. And what we did is that we found out there's two states of waking up, and that is an opponent can either wake up instantly from a throw, like from Dirk's throws right there in Falco Ego's screen, or they can get up with kind of like a stunned like flip up animation. That is the final stage, so NPC is in first.
Nice. NPC moving to first place. I do not see Cards stream live. Sorry, Author Blues, I cannot restart it if
So
he's not
the final boss has ludicrously good pokes, and he just dunks you like a basketball and takes off a huge chunk of health whenever he does it.
There we go. Cards is back.
NPC is playing smart. He's just trying to zone out the final boss, which is kind of how you want to play it. And if you have a throw loop, then you just want to continue that over and over again.
What is this music? Like Crazy Flight of the Bumblebees?
Yep. And he gets a dunk again. Oh no, basketball dunks. More basketball dunks. And now NPC's nearly dead.
Oh, Falco got a game over.
He still has a chance. He still has a chance.
Oh, he got wrecked. Oh, basketball time.
Yep. And also, yeah, this is the best music because it's just super hype and in your face and maximum Genesis electro guitar. And even though I can't hear the audio on the stream, I know what it's doing. It's going.
It is so good. This is so good.
It's just really in your face aggressive, and that's why. And the thing is, when you play versus, every third round, like if you're having a close match, you go to the moon, and they play this music. And it's definitely one of the most hype things about this game. And
it's so good.
Feels it as like a good Kuso like fighting game. But anyway, back to the meta is that we found these infinites from because certain throws will cause a state where you don't stand up instantly, and they'll be in a stun state. And while they're invincible during that stun state, you can throw out a melee attack that stuns them, and then you can set up another throw. And that's when we discovered the throw infinites, and that's when the game's meta truly devolved.
No, NPC, that's a full game over. You just got dunked on.
He just it's not shocking because the final boss is real cheap.
Yeah, if he would have reset and looked at the options, he would have had a couple more continues.
However, that does firmly put him in first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm unsure how far Cards was able to get. We can check with them, but I presume other people are going to make it to the moon as well, not just NPC.
Yeah. And then we'll also have to check the health. He did get the final boss past half health.
Oh.
But the thing is, the real way to fight final boss is to just use your infinites like every other character. I think they work on the final boss just like everyone else.
NPC has decided he likes Mastodon.
You would just repeat infinites over and over and over again.
I'm wondering...
I don't think there's a cheat, but I think there's a game genie code to play as a final boss in Versus Royal Blue Wizard. And I think he's really buggy and incomplete.
Oh, that's awesome.
So funny thing about Evil Zone is that Evil Zone has an actual legitimate meta and no infinites because of how the game works. And Caveman and I are the two people who have won in the GDQ official Evil Zone tournaments. I gave up my title so I could watch the Sonic block this year, but you know, there's always next GDQ.
Oh, Mike. Sonic or Evil Zone? That's a hard choice.
Well, I mean, this was old school Sonic, so we had actual good Sonic worth watching for once. So.
Oh, wow. Thank goodness.
And it's not like Mike 89, you know, is a common occurrence, so I had to watch the Sonic.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm so glad.
For those of you who don't know what Evil Zone is, it's a fighting game for the PlayStation 1 that has one attack button and one block button. And yet there's at least like 10 moves per character because you can do directions with your attacks, double tap directions with your attacks, and you can double tap attack with some of your attacks for a huge variety of moves.
Yeah, I'm seeing NPC is... It looks like he's actually got the hang of Mastodon. Now, if he does move on to hard difficulty later on, he may need to go with a different character. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember hard difficulty being that much harder, but I can't remember. And
Okay.
I have played Jackie Chan's Fist of Fighter, and that is a fun game. And it definitely looks like a Kusou game, but it's actually really fun and has its own meta and everything.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
Also, one of my favorite bits of Jackie Chan Fist of Fire 2, you got to play 2, is a game where you can play not 1, not 2, but 3 versions of Jackie Chan from 3 different movies.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Exactly. Because why not? And also, technically, Mysterious Lion is also Jackie Chan, just in one of those traditional Chinese dragon costumes. Also, you can perform fatalities, but they can't be performed in Jackie Chan because he has to keep up his clean public image.
Oh well, okay.
Instead, if you defeat him, he just gives you a thumbs up and says, "You're doing better."
Aw, that's so nice of him, you know?
I know. What a friendly guy.
You know, if anybody ever punches me on the street, I'm just gonna give them a thumbs up and say that, you know, you're doing better. I don't even know you, but whatever. Good job. Ah, man, I want to see someone play as Gold Rock. I don't know why, but he feels a little odd to control.
So Gold Rock basically just has the kick, and that's all he needs because the kick has the dumbest hitbox in the history. Because like, it just hits everything in front of him, slightly above him, and below him. Yeah, I do see some fighting game talk in the chat of many Kusou fighters. I'm gonna say this: Evil Zone has actual depth and a meta, and if you want to know about it, you can participate in the Evil Zone tournament every GDQ that Caveman attends.
Yeah, that is a reason to go to Games Done Quick. Okay, so you can play Evil Zone.
You know, aside from the whole stream and arcade and casual room and meet up with some of your favorite speedrunners.
Dude, you know what I like.
Yeah, I know what you like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm kind of surprised you haven't participated, Pro Sencha. It'd be right up your alley. It's only a 1-button game.
Oh, man, that's perfect. I only need 1 button.
Exactly. Well, there's also a block button. You'll want to use that occasionally.
1 button plus another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only 1 attack button.
Okay, if Caveman is at the next GDQ, like, I'm planning to go because we're hopefully going to have an awful block. You know, I'm planning on going to GDQ.
Awesome Games Done Quick is when we have the awful block, so it'll probably be shorter than the one that we had this year because we overscheduled a bit for this year, but it'll still definitely be there.
Yeah, but people did love the awful block.
They did. I think we had one of the strongest, if not the strongest, awful block.
It was so good.
At AGDQ.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what people decide.
So, Cards of the Heart is making good progress. He's on stage 8 again. He's sticking with Phoenix. Not a bad choice. Not the best choice, I would say. But if you're having success with one character, then why mess with success?
Oh yeah.
And as of right now, I think the positions are NPC in the bottom right is first, Cards of the Heart in the top left is second, Falco Eagle in the top right is third, and Trank is in fourth.
Trank managed to squeak out a victory in that fight. 1 bar of health left.
So funny thing about Balls 3D, I really liked that game as a kid. And I played it like maybe 5 or 10 years ago, and I have no idea how I even played or controlled that game as a kid. It's pretty bad. And it also has that thing where they go, boy, alls, boy, alls.
I still think my favorite fighter, my favorite crappy
that was
fighter.
the age when I played it, Fell Temp.
I still think my favorite fighter is NES Muscle. It's so much fun. Okay?
Oh, yeah, and I agree with Scuddy. Time Killers and Bloodstorm are bottom-tier garbage. They're made in the time when Mortal Kombat was popular and making super violent games was popular. And the most notable part about Time Killers is that you can chop off people's limbs. And it's just not fun to play.
Oh, Falco got stunned! That's death!
That is death.
Oh.
So, to this game's credit, I don't think the computer actually cheats this much. It's just that the game mechanics in this game are just so wonky and sometimes inconsistent that it's hard to tell what's legit and what's not. And the answer is probably nothing is legit.
Oh my gosh. Winner is player one. What? How great. Well, I think we're probably going to see the moon again on someone's screen fairly soon.
I agree. And even though NPC got there first, if someone makes better progress or even beats Valgus, they can switch the lead.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say it takes roughly 20 minutes to get to the moon, so even if they fail, like, on Valgus the first time, they still have a chance to catch up.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over. I'm really enjoying this, though. I don't know, this brings back so many good memories.
Yeah, but there's a reason why we don't have tournaments of this again, because it would just devolve into Infinite. It would get real bad.
It's like whoever gets the Infinite first. But
pretty much.
Sometimes
now, you can sometimes escape them, but but that doesn't mean they can just relock you down. So
it's true. It's
a little bit people are mentioning some bad fighters like Rise of the Robots. Rise of the Robots is really terrible and unfun. I would say that's one of those games that's not only really bad, but just not really fun for Kusogrand3.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think there are some of those. I still think one of the most entertaining fighters that we had on Kuso so far was Shrek's Fairy Tale Freakdown.
I've never heard of that. What?
It's on Game Boy Color, Mike. Okay, it's so good.
I mean, Game Boy Color is almost cheating.
It's so amazing, okay? you gotta... Look, Mike, just go play a little bit of it, okay? Trust me on this. You'll be like, this is much better than I ever could have dreamed of.
Yeah, Red Air Mercer actually has a point. I remember back in the day, Rise of the Robots was previewed by all the magazines. It had great looking graphics because, you know, it's CGI graphics, and like the models were very detailed. And then like you actually had to play it, and everything was so detailed and animated that like all of the attacks were super slow. There's like not many specials. There's no combos. There's like almost no strategy to the game. It's just really bad. And it was released on a lot of consoles. I think it even got like a Jaguar 3DO port or something like that.
Huh.
Like that was one of those games that's forgotten today, but got a lot of hype back in the day and just really fell flat.
That's always fun. I don't know. There are always games that come out that fall a little bit flat. I do know that a lot of the recent fighters that have come out, though, have been really good.
That's true. Yeah, most of the fighters that come out nowadays are from established companies and are pretty good. Or if they're bad, they're not so bad. Because, like, you could debate that Street Fighter V is not a very good game. And I would probably agree with that. But it is too high production value to really be a Kuso game. Because even in Japan, like, there are people who play, like, Kusoge fighters.
Yeah.
And who are known for that. But that's usually, like, lower budget stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, that's a bit of a shame that it's like, oh, it looks so good, it's just not enjoyable. Well,
and yeah, Scotty has a good point. There are a lot of Kuso fighters tournaments in Japan, or just even there's this one arcade Mikado that has like a month-long tournament where they just play a ton of fighting games, like classic ones, modern ones, all over the place. And then like whoever gets the most gets the most points from those from like overall from the month, I think wins that tournament.
Oh, awesome. We should do something. Well,
oh no, Double Dragon 5. Man, I forgot that there were all these bad fighting games back in the 90s, but you know, the 90s was when the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat rage began, so like all the companies wanted to get in on that popularity, and well, there are a lot of fighting games.
Trank, by the way, on the bottom left is making a lot of progress
Rickshaw,
right now.
I did not pick this game actually. It's Dragon Dark who picked this game.
Very, very true. Apparently, Trank is closing in on Cards of the Heart right now. He may be able to pass Cards up. Yeah, this is being a good watch. I love seeing when people change places.
Well,
NPC.
Yeah, speaking of catching up, NPC is now in the final stage again. Let's see if he can beat Valgus.
Come on, Valgas.
Valgasu. I like how like they translated a bunch of other names, but they like did not bother with Valgus.
They're just like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, Valgus, yep.
No, the dog!
You like that. That is... Oh, no, he did it cross. Oh, no. This is not looking good for NPC. He can catch up, but it's not likely. Oh, yeah, he's dead. He just got dunked. Now, Cards of the Heart is definitely in second on the final stage.
Cards!
So hear more.
Let's see how Cards does.
On his screen.
He got a good stun.
And, but let's see if Cards of the Heart can do better. Okay, that's a good start. He got a slam throw. The problem is he's going to have to do, like, at least 10 more of those, and Valgus only has to do 3 or 4 dunks.
Yeah.
Like that.
The dunks are out of control.
Dunks. Also, he can't hesitate when he does the stun, because if he tries to throw and Valgus gets out of stun, he'll just get thrown himself, and he will be guaranteed to die.
NPC
now, I would say NPC is still in
stun.
first, because he actually did take off over half of Valgus's health on the first attempt. But Cards of the Heart is now doing pretty well, now that he's learned how to deal with Valgus.
Yeah, NPC as well. Who's going to beat Valgus first?
Yeah. Or who's going to get dunked first?
Yeah, that's also a good question. Oh my gosh! Cards!
Oh,
watch out, don't get dunked!
NPC's getting dunked!
No, they both get dunked!
Oh, no! Okay. But NPC has a chance. If he just gets one more throw or even a couple more hits, he will win. The problem is Valgus is zoning him out. He got it!
There we go!
NPC won.
NPC beating the final boss, moving on to hard difficulty now.
Yeah, so what's interesting to note about the ending is that you get like this extended dance sequence. Also, the plot of this game is that actually that like basically the Earth is going to die, and a bunch of planets are going to be wiped, like the entire solar system, and basically you're fighting it out to see if your planet is spared.
Oh yeah. Cards.
So basically, all the other civilizations are dead, and your civilization has been insured for another generation, while others have perished in the galactic destruction wrought by Nova of the Red Sun.
Uh-oh.
All is quiet now, but how long will it remain so?
I don't know.
Until Return of Fighting Masters, never coming to a Sega Genesis near you.
Okay. NPC reset. Oh, Cards just got dunked on!
Yeah. So I'm going to say this, even though NPC's character is not very good, I would say it's better for Valgus because the trunk has longer range than Phoenix's jab.
Oh, yeah.
However, Cards of the Heart is definitely in second.
All right, NPC is now getting into hard difficulty. We'll see if hard is actually harder. Trank, full game over. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I don't know who's in third and fourth over Falco, Eagle, and Trank. I've been kind of entranced by the final boss here and his dunking and his Michael Jordan dunk powers.
Ooh, NPC getting kicked a bunch. It looks like Goldstone is doing some pretty good attacks here, actually.
Yeah, the problem is Phoenix does not really have a long-range poke. And so Valgus can definitely just outrange you with the pokes.
Yeah.
So I see we picked Fighting Masters this week.
Ah, hello, Dragon Dark.
Dragon Dark.
Got done with my race.
Yeah, we went over tier lists, how you do infinites,
Xenon is clearly
bad
the
fighting
best character.
games, Evil Zone tournament, pretty much everything but the gameplay of this game, because really, it takes about 5 seconds to describe the gameplay of this game.
You push
Well, the
A to
gameplay is
jump.
just hit A.
No, A does
Yes,
nothing.
A. Exactly, A is the button.
Yeah, A is the special button.
It does nothing.
Exactly.
Dragon
For
Dark,
all
I'm
we
glad
know,
you
A
chose
could be the
this.
secret tech button that gets you out of the throw infinites. Don't know. So, NPC actually beat the game with Mastodon of all characters.
What?
Exactly.
How? He sucks.
He does suck, but he's not as sucky as Dirk and Akus and a couple of others. I think it's because Mastodon has the long-range poke,
Oh, yeah.
and that works pretty well against a computer.
Cards, no! He
Cards!
got
No,
dunked
cards!
on! No!
It's so close! No, he got dunked!
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I think Cards is one more continue? Maybe?
nope. That's a game over.
Oh, that's
Still,
unfortunate.
18 minutes
That
left.
gives-
Might be able to
That
get
definitely
that.
firmly puts NPC in first, and it gives Trank and Falco Eagle a chance to catch up.
Well,
Oh.
if NPC already finished the game, then
It's not too surprising for NPC, though. NPC has done extremely well in the past and is doing
How
great
long-
at this.
I mean,
how
he
long
beat
did it
Alf.
take him to finish?
What's that?
How long did it take him to finish?
About 38 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, he beat it like 3 to 5 minutes ago.
So he's doing hard difficulty now. That's what we decided. Once they finish normal, move to hard.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Trank is also trying out Phoenix, who's pretty decent. Falco's going with Zygrunt, who's actually top tier, but his top tierness is not immediately apparent.
Yeah.
A lot of his top tierness is the fact that his hitbox is so bad.
Wait, what?
His hitbox is way smaller than he is. Like, you see attacks go clear through him sometimes because it's just
Yeah,
it's
probably.
terrible.
This game does not have very good hitboxes. Like I said, OmniGamer made a hitbox viewer, and the hitboxes just made no sense. Like, Goldrock's kick is just like a gigantic hitbox that you cannot get through, basically. Which makes
Yeah,
him
that sounds
top
about
tier,
right.
too.
Oh, geez. I might have
Now,
to take a
Dio
look at
is
that.
not top tier, but I'd say he's just outside of it because he doesn't have an infinite, but he has really annoying pokes and a really small hurt box.
And he's cute. Okay, that's
He
the
also-
third benefit.
He also goes flying when you hit him, so it's really difficult to get him into an infinite.
Oh, geez. Grinder is just dealing a lot of damage to Falco Eagle at the top right.
Yeah.
So who was the one who vetoed the first game?
Who was it? I can't remember. Oh, I think it was NPC who vetoed it.
Good lord, NPC.
What, may I ask what the first game was?
I will send it to you on Discord.
Okay, fair.
It was gonna be something beautiful.
Oh, it was horrible. If they vetoed this one, the next one you would have ended up commentating as well, Mike. I can guarantee you that. I'll just send you.
Really?
I'll just send you the list of what I sent them
Okay.
because it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're lucky that you have me to cover for you for your free Enterprise race.
I'm not
Or
sure.
like the free Enterprise of Uyama commentary.
I'm not sure if it's as bad as Peggy the Peach, though.
Yeah, Peggy the Peach is its own sort of special.
Like, that was weird.
Like, I'm not kidding when I say that was the Peggy Rush, and I think even the D would make something more high quality than that.
The Peggy Rush.
So there's the list, Mike.
I still want to play Peggy the Peach, okay? But yeah, Mike, the list that he has is
Oh wow,
really
that
strong.
third choice could easily be an endurance round game because no one would be able to beat that in 2 hours.
Oh, I know. I've been trying to give it out, and it keeps getting vetoed.
Really?
One
okay,
day, Dragon
well,
Dark.
we'll see.
We do have 1v1 coming up in the final bracket, so
Yeah,
there will
yeah.
be fewer chances for vetoes.
I know. That game is getting given out this time.
To someone.
So,
Wow, yeah, NPC is
you know
doing
what I really love
ridiculously
about
good.
this game is that when you end on a throw, the game really slows down, and for each like impact of the throw, it slows down even more. Oh, okay, Shubinator. I will tell you why Mastodon is low tier. He has a lot of trouble actually dealing with dive kicks, which are very good in this game, and like generally attacks from above. His snout is long, but the hitbox isn't quite as good as you think it is. And while he has a pseudo infinite that involves the wall throw, it's very positioning dependent, and it's not a true infinite because, as I said, it's positioning dependent.
I would
and
probably
eventually
say
they'll get out of it.
against other players, he's low tier.
Yeah, exactly.
But
what
against
Kata
the
said is
computer.
tier lists are not against AI. Tier lists are for like person against person. I'll go over the tier list again for anyone who's just joining us. The 3 top tiers are Morin, Goldrock, and Zygrunt because they all have easy throw infinites that have consistent setups and a high priority poke that can easily set up into set infinite. Right below, I would say is Uppercut, Dio, or Dio, and Rotundo. Zio and Rotundo don't have infinites, but they have high priority pokes. Uppercut does have an infinite. That's actually really easy to do, but the problem is he has no anti-airs, so you can just jump on him for free.
Ooh, Trank! Getting a death from a nasty throw there. See, Mike, what you could do, just do a Fighting Masters tournament banning the characters who have infinites. I mean, that's like almost all the
That's
characters.
a lot of
That's a
them.
good third of the cast. You know that, right? And then you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to make a debate of dive kick pseudo infinites.
The pseudo
Like,
that would
you
infinite.
just
ban
have to
most
ban
wrestlers.
so much. It's just like, just don't play Fighting Masters instead.
Because you've all put
Let's
too much
see.
work into
Past
this.
that, I would say Phoenix is okay. Grinder's not very good, but has that gimmicky cross-up breakdancing kick in the air.
Ooh, yeah,
And then,
Dirk only tournament.
Xenon has a dive kick infinite, and is
Yeah, that's true. Xenon has a dive kick infinite. The problem is he has such a huge hurt box, and he doesn't have much else to go with that dive kick infinite. So he's okay.
if you can get them, if you can grab them, you can do a ton of damage though with the body
That's true.
slam. If
That's
you can
true,
get 'em
because
up
for whatever
against the wall,
reason,
it's like
his
9
jump
yards.
slam does 4 units of damage instead of the usual 3 upon impact, and I don't know why.
Yeah, Xenon hits like a truck. It's difficult to avoid everything, and you're more or less going to be better off going with the dive kick infinite, which doesn't work on a few characters.
Yeah.
However, you can just flame spam Mastodon because he can't jump over your fire.
That
He
is
can't jump
true.
over
You
the
can
fire.
flame. Yeah, so Xenon counters Mastodon because if you get Mastodon in the corner, there's just a certain spacing you can do in the corner where Xenon can just like breathe fire and Mastodon can't do anything because he can't jump over it in time.
And his poke is shorter range.
I
So.
want to let you know, by the way, we have the next game decided.
Oh boy.
It is The Godfather for DOS.
Oh.
I have no idea what this is, but I'm
Is
excited.
this
It's
another
gonna be-
Capstone game, aka the shovelware developer of the DOS days? Or shovelware publisher?
Probably. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Anyway, to complete the Fighting Masters tier list, Akus, Dirk, and Mastodon are pretty much bottom tier. Maybe Mastodon's not quite bottom tier because he has the pseudo infinite and he has some range, but Akus is just like has some really bad and awkward attacks. Throws aren't very good. There's one gimmick he has in the corner, which is you can do this glitch that you've probably seen a couple of times already, where you can get multiple hits against the wall and do a ton of damage with a throw.
Oh yeah.
But it's very positioning dependent, and it's not really that reliable.
There are times
Dirk,
where you can take down like half of their health.
Yeah, exactly. And Dirk has something similar too. But his pokes, even though they look good, they're like really not that good.
And Dirk's just bad in general.
Yeah.
He does like less damage than everybody else.
So right now, you know, I think NPC, it's going to be very difficult for anybody to get anywhere near NPC. I think he's got a pretty solid lock on first here.
He's firmly in first,
but second,
because he's
third,
the
and
only
fourth,
one who's beat the game.
If Trank or Falco Eagle can make it to the final boss and beat him, that will definitely pass Cards of the Heart.
Yeah, or take him down to 1 unit of health, because Cards of the Heart was at 2 units of health in the boss, which was pretty tragic, because all he needed was a throw at that point, and the final boss just did not let him.
So close.
The final boss cheats so bad.
Oh yeah, the final boss is a huge cheater. Like, if there's anyone you should infinite, it's the final boss.
So spoilers, Xenon cannot do the dive kick infinite against him because his hitbox is so bad.
Well, I mean, all of the hit and hurt boxes in this game are pretty bad.
Yeah.
His is just, I don't know where it is.
So, Cadis, out of the bottom left and the top right, do you know who has made it farther? Because those are the 2 places I'm not sure of.
Apparently, NPC is closing in on the final boss of hard difficulty.
Yeah.
With Mastodon.
Yep, here we go. Let's see how hard difficulty is with this guy. I'm so excited.
I don't know if the difficulties matter too much. He just dunks you whenever he feels like it. As Dragon Dark mentions, the Chaos Dunk just because of how chaotic it is, and he can just cross you up with the dunk if he feels like it.
Pretty much.
Oh man, we got this rockin' music again.
So far, it's not looking too difficult.
Yeah, actually, he has a good strategy. Just zone out the final boss, do the throw, zone out the final boss, and then the final boss dunks him, and all that progress is gone.
Oh my gosh!
Exactly. And back when we had tournaments, we would chant, "To the moon!" Because how can you not say that? Except, NPC is quickly becoming one with the moon soil.
Oh yeah. Falco
Eagle,
Eagle, by the way, is getting really close to passing
he can
their
actually die.
personal best. Oh my gosh, NPC!
But he only needs 1 more throw. Oh, did he get it?
He got it! NPC did it!
NPC is truly the fighting master.
He is the fighting master. NPC takes... Like, he's done. He's done.
So you get a special ending in hard mode where there's a credit sequence and you see Grinder or Bayo, Buster Wolf, dancing all over the screen. It's pretty special.
Oh, I want to see that. Okay.
I got that on normal difficulty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was 4 of them.
Oh my gosh. Well, congrats, NPC. Let's see how everybody else does. Because we still have 5 minutes left. And leads can change. Oh my gosh. This...
Well, so NPC's place is secured, but how are the rankings going to work out for the rest of the players? Because I don't know, like, the points of the rest of the players.
I don't know. We'll have to...
You mean in terms of who moves on to the brackets?
Yeah, because I know Kakusho has 13 points already.
Oh, it's Kakusho and NPC now. Like, NPC winning this
So Cards of the Heart can't make it?
Nope.
So the rest of this is just playing it out.
I forget.
Oh, baby!
2 of them had... I can actually double check real quick.
I love this campaign.
I know they needed to get first in order to have any chance at advancing. So let's see.
You are victorious. Oh, baby.
Yeah, Cards had to get first place in order to tie Kakusho. And the other two had to get first in order to be 1 point behind that. So basically, NPC would have had to have finished last for either Trank or Falco Eagle to have had a chance. And Cards, if NPC had finished third or worse, and he had finished first, we would have gone into a tiebreaker between the three of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I'm just watching the dance sequence. I'm really enjoying this. Well, good. Okay, so I'm just watching everybody else to see how they do. It's decided for sure that NPC is moving on to the final bracket. Oh, jeez. But who is going to take second, third, and fourth? Cards will likely take second in this match today. But we'll have to see what Falco and Trank can do with the last 3 minutes.
I hope NPC does what I asked him to do, because it's pretty special.
Okay. I think he's going to.
He needs to do it faster.
Oh, jeez. Kind of beautiful.
It's such a nice, like, piercing sound, and it's...
We have a final boss on the top right.
Yeah, now we do have the final boss on the top right.
Enjoy the sounds, everybody. It's essentially the same as the music. Ooh, Falco Eagle is doing pretty well.
Yeah, Dio's a good character, and a good character against the final boss. Also, Dio has fast enough movement to set up a grab on the final boss if he gets it. Like, Dio is one of the few characters I think who can actually out-prioritize the final boss on pokes, as you're seeing right now.
Oh, getting dunked on.
But that means nothing if you get dunked.
But...
Oh, no.
It's okay. He's got one more chance. Well... Nope.
Oh, nope, never mind.
Oh, okay, let's see what he does with the last minute here, because that puts him firmly in second place.
Actually, that puts him in third. Cards of the Heart got farther than the final boss.
I just forgot about NPC.
Good job.
Oh, NPC is being kind and playing music for us. Specifically, moon music.
Good.
We need the moon music.
Moon music
is the hypest music in the game. I don't think he's going to be able to take the health down in time.
There's just not much time. Come on, Falco Eagle, come on. We've got 20 seconds left.
Throws take a while, and...
But look.
I don't know when time is, so...
We've got 10 seconds. Is this going to be enough?
That might be it.
That's it! The last 3 seconds, he moves into second place.
The last second.
Holy cow.
Oh my. Right at the buzzer.
At the buzzer. Falco Eagle moves from third place to second. Holy cow. What a show. Fighting Masters. NPC takes the victory here. Cards of the Heart managed to get the boss down to 2 slivers of health. But unfortunately, Falco Eagle just barely passed him in the last small stretch, moving into second. Cards taking third, Trank fourth. Wow. Dragon Dark, this was a choice.
I know. I know.
I really enjoyed this, though. This was
Fighting
an
Masters
absolute
brings the
blast. What's that?
Fighting Masters brings the hype.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly the best fighting game of 2018.
Well, I mean, something like that. Oh, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed this game. This was an absolute blast. And thank you, Mike, for stepping in to do some commentary here.
No problem. People need to know about the Fighting Masters meta, because there's only so many keepers of the knowledge.
Yeah, now everybody here, you have been blessed with Fighting Masters knowledge. So just think on that for a little while.
Blessed is a strong word. Let's just say it's been pushed upon you.
You know, you can't just say no to greatness. Oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and start getting set up for the next match because we have The Godfather. This is a tiebreaker match. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is this Faizu's group?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. I mean, it's DOS, so, DOS is just this untapped Kuso mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been tapped now.
It's been tapped, but, we're only at, the very surface level veins. We're not really, digging deep into the mine yet.
Not yet, but I presume that there will be some discoveries in the future. I mean, a lot of people have been looking at it and trying to find more beauty in DOS. And there's a lot of beauty there. Well, it's Full Lizards taking on DJ Chupa 13. And so this is a match that you don't want to miss. I don't know The Godfather, okay? I've never seen the movie. I don't even like horses. I hear that they put a horse head in your bed in The Godfather. That's about my extent of my knowledge there. Well, as we're getting set up, Dragon Dark Mike, thank you again. Feel free to take off whenever you need. I just am super happy with how this went. This is...
thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun to watch. It was fun watching players who have no familiarity with the game just figure it out.
That's the thing. You know it so much about the game, and you're watching people just try to figure out some of these things their first try. And honestly, I think a few of them learned quite a bit about the powers of the throws.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. There's nothing that's faster than the throws.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'll sign off whenever Faizu gets on here.